What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Kiwan, and I am back with another episode of Moesha, Season 1, Episode 5 Reunion. As I stated before, I think all of these episodes are out of order. The episode don't go with the title, so I have to figure out what the title is before I post and do anything. It just didn't go with the title, okay? So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. Y'all, please make sure you're liking all of the videos and staying in the algorithm. Liking my videos and keeping me in the algorithm of things, please. I wanted to say this. I didn't get a chance to say this, but shout out to the new subscribers. Thank y'all. Welcome. I hope y'all like my content. Please let me know what y'all think. Any comments, loud outbursts, emotional outbursts, concerns, or whatever, just drop it down. It's welcome. I just, as long as y'all not crazy with it, I don't really be tripping. I do respond to everybody. But just let's just keep me going and all of that. Share it. Whatever. Do what you will. Okay? So So, of course, we narrating. Moesha talk about Frank selling Saturn cars. And I just need to know, because they've been clowning them Saturn cars since episode 1. And as a matter of fact, do they still sell Saturn cars? I don't know. Somebody let me know. Let me know in the comments if Saturn is still selling a car, okay? So, everybody, apparently there is a housekeeper that Dee has brought in because Frank wanted to do a party to try to sell his car so he can meet his quota, I guess. And what happened when she met so that's why he she hired, because she worked. She was like, I can't do whatever you want me to do. I ain't doing no cheese on no crackers and no pig and no blanket. We gonna do this the right way, okay? So she hired some help. The lady was really nice. I forgot what I seen her on, but she was really nice. So, he wants Moesha to be at his car. Basically, it's a car salesman party. And I just cannot. Okay? And he wants his kids to be the center of attention, which means he wants Moesha to do a poem, soliloquy, and a song and all of that. He want Miles to do a Michael Jackson dance. I'm sorry that I lied, Martin. I just didn't want to go to Arizona. Every time. Eventually, I'm going to stop. But for now, that's what y'all got to get. So, Kim comes in. She asks if Jason and Matt will be at the party. Because, y'all, that's how Kim used to say it. Oh, you coming to the party? So she was like, no. And Moesha was like, I'm not thinking about no Matt. Matt was a childhood best friend. So meanwhile, you see my what's his name, Hakeem, greedy ass, eating and harassing the women at the party, talking about, hey, you remember me, Red Rover, come on over. Hakeem, shut up, go home. Anyway, Kim met, caught up with Jason. He was a really nice looking little guy, just straight by the book. That's what he gave me. Max come over and he was like, Momo, and Max is the white boy who she used to play with. So Flat Top is mad because Moesha is going on a date with Matt. Now, Flat Top was like, I don't want you to go on a date with him because he's white and you're black. And instead of him explaining what happens with biracial people and how they get the stares and how they get all this extra stuff, he just was like, flat out, you black, he white, and that's the end of the story. So in the next scene, Jason, Matt, Moesha, and Kim are on a date. And of course, all you see is white people around. So here we go with the microaggressions. So Moesha and Matt are shooting pool. And, do you see the people staring? Nobody said anything, but you see them staring, but not too much, but a little bit. So in comes this named Amy, okay? Amy Jazz stand right in between Moesha and Matt and says to him, are you going to the game? If you don't get your stupid away from here. And so he introduced her to Moesha. And Amy, aka Karen, this is how Karens are created. She turns to Moesha and says, "Your hair is so pretty. Do you do that yourself?" I was like, so Moesha brushed it off. She seen what was going on. She just brushed it off or whatever. Kim said, so she go walk over to Kim. Kim said that Jason is too perfect. Moesha says just he's a good guy. Just have a good time and be okay with it. But okay, we see Kim is just one of them people that's I like a rough neck. Girl, Kim, goodbye. So here go another microaggression. So to pick up the food, the lady intentionally messed up their order. They told her, "You messed up my order," and she tells her, "I don't want any trouble." Girl, you are making trouble. Just go remake these people order. So after you tell them, you look at Moesha and say, I don't want any trouble, and you refuse to make their order over. The white girl comes to get her order. You was like, "I'm so sorry, we made that mistake." Are you serious? Y'all, it's the racism, it's all of it. Aggravating, okay? So Max tells the woman at the counter, "You mixed up their order." So apparently she gave their order to the other people and gave their order to Moesha and Max. So this heifer said, "No, I don't believe I'm mixed up. I believe you are mixed up," and looked directly at Moesha. I say, my God. So she told Max, she was like, "You know what, Matt, I keep calling him Max." She told Matt, "You know what? Let's just go. Let's go. I know a place where the food is better, yada, yada, yada." So she takes him over to the den, of course. She walks into the den, and stupid ass Freddie and his plats gonna turn to Hakeem and said Moesha walked in with that white boy. So Hakeem was like, "So what? It is what it is. Mind your business. Don't start nothing. Don't do nothing crazy." So Moesha and Matt are on the dance floor. While they're on the dance floor, Freddie and his stupid ass plats just bumped into Matt on purpose. What is your problem? What is your problem? Just dumb. Like you just want trouble with your ignorant ass. Just like Amy and that Karen that was behind that counter. Ignorant. That was pure ignorance, okay? So, Matt was like, "What's your problem?" So as soon as Matt said something, you then decided to get offended. How are you offended when you was the one who purposely bumped into him not once, but twice? And then you gonna dare him to get in your face? Sir, come on. Baby, when I tell y'all these shows, I didn't realize how problematic they was. Okay? So Andale checked on Freddie, and she kicked him out of the den. So Matt takes Moesha home, but before they went home, Hakeem was like, "Hey, you need me to," I want to say it was Hakeem or Kim. They was like, "You want us to ride with y'all because y'all know Freddie be tripping." And so they was like, "No, we good. We got it." They get it. And so Matt walked Moesha to the door. He gave her a kiss, and it was just the way he looked at her, like he was never coming back. And so she tell him, "Why does this feel like a goodbye?" And he didn't say anything. So he walked off. He kissed her right here, walked off. He walked off, and she went in the house. And Frank and Dee was sitting on the sofa, and she was like, they was like, "Hey, how did you did you have a good time?" She was like, "It was okay." And so Frank was like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then she said no. And she tells them that some people, these people, people just be really out here tripping. She didn't say it like that, but she just alluded to that, how people be out here tripping. And this where that episode ended. And I was like, wow. It was good. It was quick. Like, I know this review is really quick, but it's just like the stuff we deal with today. It's so blatant. The disrespect, the microaggressions you go through on your job. The racism that that we're constantly getting. You know, now there's colorism within your own. You know, so it's starting to pick up, and it's not what I like. It's like it's not always Moesha. Like, just these experiences that the writers are creating, they were really good. And as a young woman, I did not pay attention to that. And even as a young woman living in New Orleans, I did not realize how much racism even existed out there. Like, I didn't know. I heard stories, but I will say this: I was only in the confines of my neighborhood, and I didn't really work around people that I work mostly with people that looked like me. I had one job, but it was just I was a young woman, so I just didn't pay attention to a lot of stuff. And maybe I was green. I was really green to what was happening in life, but because I didn't see it. Even moving after Katrina, moving from New Orleans to Dallas, I still didn't see it. It took a while. It took a lot of understanding of what was really going on. I still didn't see a lot of racism, but I got hip to a lot of the microaggressions. And I don't know. I just wish I would have opened my eyes then, and I wish I would have known, what was really happening, or I wish I was educated more on those things. It took me to be a full adult to understand things like this were really happening. And they were happening on our job, and they were happening in neighborhoods, or if you go in certain neighborhoods, or so I'm sorry, I just had to say that. I really hope y'all like this episode. Tomorrow I will bring out 2 more episodes of Moesha. Not only that, there's this show on Netflix called Cheat that I was supposed to review it today, but it's so late and I'm really tired. So I will have Cheat tomorrow, along with tomorrow Saturday. So along with 2 episodes of Moesha, Cheat, and of course Somebody's Son. And I think that's all I have tomorrow. And we'll see if Cheat is really good. I'll probably bring 2 episodes. And then of course Sunday, Mother's Day, I'm not going to take a break, but I'm going to give y'all 2 more episodes of Moesha, an episode of Cheat, and I want to say the Housewives of Atlanta is still going to be airing on Sunday. So as long as it airs, I will bring that to y'all as well. Anyway, y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.